The artist trading card started with Vancy Sternemann in Switzerland, and he made a series of these cards that fit into the sheet, the plastic keeper sheets for sports cards. And he has a bookstore, a lead he did, I don't know if he still does, it was called Ink and Art, or Ink.art or something like that in Basel. He put these designs, cards that he had done on display in his store, and people wanted to buy them. And his rule was, they're not for sale. If you want some, you make your own, bring them back, we'll trade. And so that was the start. And then Don Mabey, also known as Chuck Stake from Calgary, he visited Vancy at some point in this whole, there's been a lot of tourism, by the way, within the network. A lot of North Americans have gone around Europe. Not so many Europeans come here, but lots of North Americans. Anyway, Don Mabey, Chuck Stake, was in Switzerland, saw the cards, loved the concept, and he brought it back to Calgary. And he started doing trading sessions there, introduced the cards, and I attended one, and I was just amazed at the frantic speed at which everybody was, look, what have you got? Let me see. And then people would develop their favorite artists' approach, and they would be. So then I got involved. I actually was at one of the trading sessions in Calgary, and well, that was what impressed me. So then I brought it to Sechelt, and meanwhile, I think Bill Thompson and Ginger Mason and what's the other woman's name, started some trading sessions in Vancouver, some of which are still going on now to this day. I did it for several years, actually. And the rush was always the same. People would come in with their binders, with their stamps, and you'd see the person whose work you really liked, and you'd sort of rush over there. Would you like to trade with me? And it's just a very wonderful, free exchange of art and appreciation of what the other people are doing, and small, so you can actually, actually part with your originals, although I got to making color copies of my favorites, because I didn't always want to let my originals go. So it was, depending on who it was and what they wanted from mine and so on. Anyway, it spread. I mean, as I say, there's still a group in Vancouver that does it, and I learned from that Richmond Art Gallery had a phase of doing trading cards sessions and shows. And there's this group that continues in Vancouver, and I've learned that there are other groups still going. So for me, it was like I think I have about 4 binders of artist trading cards of this kind of, oh, okay, this is, all of it's all art, and what do you do with it? It sits on my shelves in binders, so, except for, there'll be some in the show, I think.